bigger picture. Asha Selahi is president of the association under which they have come together to say children rather. It's now about taking it a step further. Asara for Development is the name of the association and is a village in Brashua. And it's a partnership with the food cooperative Golden Sands in the same village. So the Moroccan breakfast table consists of natural and traditional ingredients, and in the same cooperatives actually, because economic and cultural El Bujadi said about the project. It says the news of the partnership between Morocco and UNESCO regarding the Atlas International project made the people very happy because preserving Moroccan cuisine, its skills, its techniques and dishes is a very positive step. Let's head straight to the south as we're still seeing reactions trailing the meeting between Cyril Ramaphosa tried to establish that there is nothing of that sort called white genocide going on in South Africa. But Donald Trump insists. In fact, a full video was played of how that some people were being targeted. But Ramaphosa insists that he doesn't know whether, according to Ramaphosa, it was of this so-called white genocide in their country, calling the remarks of U.S. President Donald Trump as uninformed, exaggerated, and dangerous. Remember that Donald Trump made the controversial comment during a high-profile meeting with Ramaphosa a few days ago, as I established earlier. Well, in an unexpected turn, Trump presented the video I mentioned earlier and a stack of, not just the video, but a stack of printed news articles in an effort to support his long-standing accusation that white South African farmers are being systematically murdered and they are being forced off their land. He even went as far as to of South Africa, rejected it, and now it's just like a support for South Africa, the president, and the people who have been speaking so far, because it seems like part of the people for whom Trump thinks he's speaking are now coming out to say, hey, you may need to look at your facts again, because what we know, we live in South Africa, we are white as well, exaggerated. Nothing of that sort is going on. I want to read a part of what these white South Africans are saying. There were interviews that even presented a stark contrast to the narrative. In fact, for the residents of Nodec, they said the image painted by Trump is not only inaccurate but potentially harmful to the country's ongoing efforts towards social cohesion and reconciliation. Here is what somebody has to say. He said, the life here is great. Maybe not super safe, but in Nodec rather, it's very safe. We've got our issues like every country, but this talk of genocide, that's just not reality. Let's see how that goes. Moving the Trump administration and the Ivy League school, saying that thousands of current students must first transfer to other schools or leave the country before they are able to take more students. That's Harvard University. The Department of Homeland Security announced during the course of the weekend, saying that Harvard has created an unsafe campus environment by allowing anti-American some communist parties, saying that this means is that Harvard can no longer enroll foreign students, and in fact, existing foreign students must transfer or lose their legal status in the U.S. of A. Just so you know, every single year, Harvard University enrolls almost 6,800 foreign students on its campus in Cambridge, Massachusetts. FM 93.7 news across Africa is what we're looking at, and Botswana is up next. Botswana's FM is saying that the country wants to deepen trade with the Europe towards EU exports. and it contracted last year by 3.1% due to weak global demand. Of course, they cannot. And now let's head on to Congo, where we're hearing reports that the senators of the country have approved that lifting immunity does not mean guilt. It just opens the door for proper prosecution. Senator Jules Lodi reminded that Kabila enjoys a presumption of innocence